decorative papers that I use for my project, of course you use whatever decorative papers are going to match your project, and that's the wonderful thing about these tags, is you can customize them so that they coordinate with whatever handcrafted item you've made. So you can color coordinate it, pattern coordinate it. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. But the papers that I'm using today came from this little 6x6 paper pack from Color Book. Got this at Walmart. It's called Hootenanny, and these are really cute and very colorful papers. So there's a lot of possibilities here for coordination. And then this one, oops, is also a color book called Darling Jewel. Sorry, the cover came off. But these have a little bit deeper tone, so I got these intentionally for that reason, because where those are more brights, these are a little deeper, more muted, more earthy tones. So they'll coordinate with a whole different set of projects. And then I'm using this cardstock because you do want your tag to have a little weight to it and a little stability. So this is 8.5 by 11 cardstock, simply called Craft. It came in a book of 11, I mean a book of 50 sheets, also by Color Book. So what I did was pick a tag shape from my Cricut cartridges, and then just simply decided on, because there's a number of different tag shapes with all the different Cricut cartridges. So this is the tag shape I decided on, and then I measured my handcrafted by stamp, and it's about 1 3/4 by about close to 2 inches. So I made sure and made the opening in my hole large enough to accommodate the size of the stamp, and it's actually going to be kind of close. I might have could have made that just a little bit bigger, but anyway. So the way I'm going to assemble these, I could use double-sided tape, glue stick, but because I really want this top layer to adhere completely all the way around, leaving no little edges, I'm going to go ahead and use my Craft spray glue. And so I have my spray box here next to me, so I'm just going to give this a good little shake. And I've also got my tweezers, because once you spray this stuff on, it's very, very sticky, and if you handle it with your fingers, it gets kind of difficult to get off. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this and adhere it. And I do my best to line this up. You have very little repositionable time with this glue. Once it sets, it sets. Okay, that's pretty good. About as good as it's going to get. And also, I'll give you, because this is a really cute stamp, and they had, the Etsy store that I bought it from has a lot of different styles. So I'm going to go ahead and link that Etsy store below, because this was very affordable. With the stamp and the shipping, I think it was under $15 for a customized made by stamp. And I'm using Ranger Archival ink in watering can, and it's basically just a soft black. I'm going to try and line this up and center it as good as I possibly can. And I think that looks pretty stinking good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these tags and come back and show you them all completed. Okay, I've got all of the decorative papers glued down and stamped all of my handmade by stamps, and I've just got this simple kind of satiny off-white ribbon, So I'm going to cut a length long enough to go through the tag, and also to tie it onto project or pin it on. So I want it to be long enough but not too horribly long. So I'm thinking about that length. So that would be about 18 inches, I guess, give or take. And I got some of that spray glue on my fingers anyway, so they're sticking to everything. So I'm simply just folding it in half. I'm going to push that through the hole in the tag. And then pull the two ends through. Like so. Lovely. Let's do that again. I promise here soon I am going to film a craft room organization video, because I have a lot of recycled DIY type of craft room organization, and it's pretty cool, and I think you guys might enjoy seeing it. So that's it. That's all to making some handmade by tags to put on your knitted or your canned goods, or whatever you have handmade for somebody. This is really something my husband pushed me to. When I started doing card making, he kept asking me, why aren't you signing your name on the back? And I was like, what? It seems a little egotistical. And he said, no, you took the time to make, he knows the time that I put into hand making things for folks. He said, you took the time to hand make that for somebody, and it's a piece of art, and you should sign your artwork. And so I had a stamp that just simply said from, and so I would stamp that and put Janine Rick, and he said, I really wished you had a stamp that said handmade. And so I got on Etsy and I found these stamps, and there were so many different styles to choose from with different types of graphics. And I've always kind of related to the butterfly, and that's a whole different story. But anyway, so when I saw this one with the butterfly, I said, that's it. And then it occurred to me, I said, well, I can put this on more than just cards and paper products, because I do I do homemade candies during the holidays. I could attach tags to the containers that I put those homemade candies in. I knit. There's different things that I could apply a tag to, and of course having a Cricut makes it easier. And I am gonna make a blog post with all the products and the Cricut cartridges I used. But if you have a die cutting machine and metal dies that make tags, you could do this. You could make a template and just make your own tags. You don't have to have a Cricut or a Silhouette or anything like that to make these tags. This is a really simple shape and something you could replicate very simply at home with a ruler and some something round to kind of help round out your corners. But anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and I put out at least one new video a week on Mondays, but here lately I have been doing 2 videos a week. So if you hit that subscribe button, you'll know every time I post a video. And give me a thumbs up, rate, and if you don't mind, leave me a comment. Let me know what crafts you're enjoying and what you'd like to see more of. Anyway, you guys have a very blessed day.